What up, guys? Sheepy Play Sheepy here. Welcome to me announcing that I will be doing Yatagarasu as a new artist. This video will be very short. TLDR, if you ever want it, it's just I'm going for Yatagarasu. But if you're sticking around, then you probably want to know why. I said before I would have Artificial Ascent as my final artist, and then I said a Thanatos before, and before I said Bloodbath, and then Acu. And now I think with Yatagarasu, so multiple times I was wrong, but this I think I'm absolutely right. That this will be the final like new artist I'll ever do, because what am I really gonna do? Sonic Wave? I don't want to do like a 30-second pre-drop that is like hilariously unbalanced and is really boring. I don't want to play Plasma Pulse Finale because you know why. I don't want to do Colorado because the first click is a goddamn frame perfect. So I would rather just do Yatagarasu. I'd rather just hope that God I can beat this 3-minute clusterfuck than do something like Erebus. It's like a garbage ass level that has a goddamn memory part in the middle of it. And honestly, I would have done the entire RGB trilogy if not for Erebus. So if Erebus didn't have that one memory part, you would have actually seen my hardest be Sonic Wave after Yatagarasu. But Erebus has that one memory part, so that led into like a butterfly effect to me just not doing Sonic Wave. Because I feel like if I do Yatagarasu and Sonic Wave, then I feel like I just need to do Erebus. But Erebus has that one memory part and has that 5-spike jump at the end. I don't like Erebus, but it fucking sucks. But I'll say one thing: if capital I and F, if I beat Yatagarasu, my second hardest will probably be Digital Descent. And that's because of my new skill from Yatagarasu. Better nerve control, better everything. So I'll be able to beat Digital Descent quicker, and also using my knowledge from Artificial Ascent, I'll be able to know how these levels work. And it's that they're mainly fast-paced and have some really unique gameplay that probably sucks. I'm telling you, I'm probably not gonna like Digital Descent, but hey, it is what it is. I also plan from my third hardest also, and not really, these are the only two ones that are definitively planned. Now, the third hardest, it's not definitively planned. I planned it for like 10 minutes and kind of sucked. It's Zafkiel. I think Zafkiel is like a okay level. I heard it's really carried by its wave parts, so I'd really just want to do Zafkiel after Digital Descent. So that means I'd have Yatagarasu and Digital Descent down, which are levels, or 2 levels are harder than Zafkiel. With Zafkiel, it's just kind of annoying, and I don't like the wave parts in it. But again, my end goal, GD, when I quit sometime in the future, I want to have a lot of these really hard extreme demons done. And then my hardest will be Yatagarasu. If Yatagarasu is not my new hardest, then probably expect like Digital Descent as my final hardest, but I'm gonna try my best to persevere to the fucking boringness of Yatagarasu. I said I just got 44 to 100. It took me 4 days to get 44 to 100 in Yatagarasu. And I bet these people could be like, yo, 4400 is kind of easy. And if that is actually true, that scares me, bro. Because my end goal for me to play from 0 is to get Abstract to 100, 30 to 100. Because on Saturday, not Friday, because I'm taking a 1-day break from Yatagarasu. And actually, today I was supposed to take a day off, but I just decided to play some Yatagarasu because why not? But on Saturday, I'm going to try to do Constantine 100, which is like 33, 34 to 100. Because I want to get really consistent at that part. So when I do Abstract to 100, Constantine's part and XC7's part won't really be that hard. So that means I'll be able to do 30 to 100 easier, which means it'll take less time, and it would take less time for me to start learning the entire level and start playing from 0. Which I'm telling you, one thing that's going to be the most boring experience ever, but it is what it is. It's not Yatagarasu without the most boring pre-drop ever. You have that with the Hell Factory, possibly with that level, having possibly the most unbalanced pre-drop ever. And the Flawless, so possibly having the most time-consuming and boring pre-drop for a beginner tier extreme. Yatagarasu is like the flawless in steroids, like twice the length and twice as boring. Like I'm telling you, but I'd probably even feel bored getting to the drop. I'd be like locked in, but still kind of bored. But if you ever also want to know why I'm going for Yatagarasu, I'm telling you, it's about as simple as me watching people just beat Yatagarasu. And I was like, why not, bro? Why not? And then on the first day, I got fighting game to 100. I think it was maybe, no, actually, I got the first day of Yatagarasu, which I played in secret for like a week. Like, I played Yatagarasu in secret for like a week, and the first day I get Lugia to 100. Sounds like a good run, 74 to 100, but you gotta realize this is the round I'm gonna get every day. So it's gonna become very consistent. And I've already felt the consistency from me doing these type of runs, the Bloodbath strat. I've already felt getting really consistent at parts past Evasium, which is really good. That's exactly what I want, because last thing I want is a million deaths on Lugia. I'd rather just kind of get to Lugia, maybe die like 3 or 4 times, and then try my best to get the CSX, which means I could possibly get the funny game. That could mean the end of Yatagarasu if I pass the last queue, which the worst set I've had on this last queue was 44 to 96. And that was with those little portal orbs, which I died to the upside down one. Honestly, I think the one after is probably the most luck-based click I've ever done in GD. It is the most setup heavy orb ever, but even the orb before is still so luck-based. It just kind of works and it doesn't work. Sometimes I click it really late and I survive, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I click it really early and I survive, sometimes I don't. It is seriously luck based. And yes, this video was also recorded the same day I beat Nell VZ. Finally, I'm getting back to starting to do some easy levels. I'll tell you one thing, the easy level after will be Colorado. I know people will be like, yo, why not go for Colorado as a new hardest after like Yatagrasu? Hell nah, bro. Fucking hell nah. Colorado fucking sucks, man. I don't want to deal with like a level that like 80% of the level is just a goddamn pre-drop, bro. I'd rather, play the level with the drop begins like after like 30, 20 seconds at like the most. I know something, why not do Sonic Wave? Well, keep in mind, there's also a goddamn frame perfect in the middle of the drop wave, and I just don't like Sonic Wave. But, with Yatagarasu, I think it's just gonna be with time I'm just gonna get better at the level. So I noticed like today when I got 4400, I just kept on getting the Lugia all the time and just kept kind of just passing Lugia. Like on that entire day, I got the CSX 3 times, died twice of the ball, one with both 2 bugs. Because yes, this level got bugs and I hate how they're all the way at the last quarter. But the third time I got the CSX, that's when I got 44 to 100. I don't know if the footage was choppy in the video. I have no clue why. I hope it's not choppy. And the completion video. But you may also expect for me to finish off Komodo's. Right now I got 92 on it, but I'm just really bored in Komodo. Legit, I was on that day when I was playing Komodo, I just got 92. I was bored. So just had to switch and play some Yatagarasu. And then after like an hour and a half, I got 74 to 100. But don't worry, the Extreme Demon right after is Komodo. I got that done quickly, and I won't do Digital Descent because honestly, doing Digital Descent basically right after Yatagarasu would definitely be super boring, and would just basically get me back into the boring grind. So I'd rather do some of the hard ones, not Phobos, not Sakup Hell. I'll actually do a complete change of the list and do a complete reroll, which will change the order of our Extreme Demons. So you don't know, I could get a really hard one first, something like Quantum Processing. Now, keep in mind, levels like Zafkiel and Digital Descent will not be included because I don't want to just accidentally have to do Zafkiel first or Digital Descent first. I just don't want to because I'm not a goddamn maniac. Also, I really hope the last jump in Digital Descent isn't hard, bro, because I hate triples at the end of levels. Like, Zafkiel fucking scares me with those last 3 jumps, bro. And the wave parts, oh my god. Like, they're so trash, bro. I've only played one and I've already hated it, man. And I bet those I consider the easy wave of Zafkiel. And yes, also if you're correct, artificial ascent to Yatagarasu is a jump. I did the math. It's like 120. Like the difference between these placements is 120 spots. And from this difficulty, it is absolutely a jump. This would be my final jump I'll ever do. This is probably one of my worst experiences of the level if I get unlucky. Honestly, my biggest hope with this level is I get consistent at the pre-drop and I maybe fluke at the 100. Because if I do, amazing. Don't have to deal with it. Make a whole bunch of content and sleep easy knowing that I beat Yatagarasu. I could do the entire RGB, but again, Erebus fucking sucks and Sonic Wave is a snooze fest. So I don't want to have to deal with Sonic Wave. Which honestly is good, bro, because Sonic Wave would probably destroy me mentally even more. Having to do the first wave, having to do a lot of the wave parts in sections, bro. Oh my god. But I'll see you guys for a while. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys again with Constantine the 100 and Yatagarasu, which will take a while. So I'll tell you one thing. Yatagarasu it is fucking terrible, bro. Legit. Whenever I'm not playing Yatagarasu, I play NBA 2K26 to kind of get my mind off of Yatagarasu. It's legit. You know the level. You know your level's so bad. That's a little bit of like of a break. More like the aftermath of the level. I just play 2K, bro. I just play my buddies on 2K and like use the all-time Lakers. Legit, all-time Lakers are OP. Not even explain why. Well, actually, I say it's basically Jerry West. Like all of them, you know, Jerry West, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, Kobe. Um, I think that's all. Oh yeah, not LeBron's not in there. But like essentially, you know, the all-time Lakers is OP. But yeah, guys, these uploads are really slow down. So if you ever see his long gaps in uploads, especially after Get Abstract 100, that is because I am really going to be trying to beat Yatagarasu. And again, with these levels, there'll be no streams because it was seriously lagged my computer. So I'm doing them basically alone with like a podcast playing in the background. So I don't like die of depression. Because holy shit, playing Yatagarasu without music and without even a podcast playing in the background has to be the most depressing thing ever. Something that's even more depressing is playing Sonic Wave while doing all this bullshit, man. But yeah, bro. Please help me. Please just give me the best of luck, bro. Because I didn't want to do this, but honestly, it's because I'm really bored. For the past like 2 months, I've been really bored. Really, I watched the FNAF 2 movie with some friends, and then I played Tekken 8. Now I got 2K. But outside of those, but these last 2 months have been really boring. So ever since I beat Artificial Ascent, I've been doing easy tier extremes, but then those got boring quick. Like after Deception App, I just got bored of them. So honestly, I just rather just do a new artist with Yatagarasu. But I promise, Yatagarasu would be the very last hardest I'm going for. Because again, what am I really gonna go for? Sonic Wave or something? Fuck no. And no, I'm not doing another jump to like Bloodlust because fuck no. It's actually probably more likely you're gonna see me do a jump to like Zodiac. Just hilarious because Zodiac is like way harder than Yatagarasu, like almost like 200 spots harder. I don't know why. I just got this interest, but not doing it obviously because Zodiac is complete ass. But I'll see you guys whenever I get like 33 or 34 to 100. So bye.